I'm Clinton, and this is my lovely wife, Leandra. Not too long ago, we packed up our bags and left suburban life and hit the rural life. So follow along as we embark on our journey of repairing our log cabin and awful indulgence of terrible reality TV and other pop culture things that have no relevance about anything influence my boredom as I chase my degree here on the real rural life of Marquette County. We're making cream puffs for the holidays. And the reason we're making cream puffs this week is because 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, my wife says to me, this Wisconsin State Fair, they're known for cream puffs, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whatever, it's Wisconsin. They're known for brats, they're known for drinking. Now they're known for cream puffs. Cool, whatever. So she's like, no, let's go to the State Fair. I'll take you and we'll get your first cream puff. So we get there, we go in. I can't remember, we could pay for tickets outside with our credit card or debit card, credit card. We could go in. Well, I'm assuming that if we pay at the gate with a credit card, they're gonna be able to pay throughout the entire place with a credit card, and I don't really carry the cash with me unless I don't carry cash with me. So we're walking around, mind you that we're starving, and when I don't eat, I get a little hangry, Betty White. So we walk around like, oh, you know what? There's this long line for grilled cheese, and we're like, oh, it looks like people are paying with their cards or whatever. Obviously, people were not paying with their cards because after we stood in this line for 20 minutes, we get up there and there are no cards to be taken. So I'm getting angrier about the second. And then, so we end up not being able to get cream puffs. And with COVID happening, a county over, they had this fair kind of drive-in thing where they had like the carnival foods or whatever popped up and you could drive around and get it. And we had driven by there the other day. And I was like, oh, you remember that time that we were gonna get cream puffs? And so my lovely wife looked up the recipe to make cream puffs. She nailed the recipe that day, and I was like, you know what, that would be a great thing to do for the holidays. This would be a great item to take for the holidays. So that's where the inspiration came from for this video here on the real rural house living of Marquette County. All right, so we gotta measure our ingredients. Flour. Keep ours in this container right here. Real rural living out here is, there's mice. It gets cold. They come in the house and they pull insulation from places you have no idea where the insulation came from. So you keep your flour in a container like this. 1 cup. Salt. Table salt will work. Some people prefer kosher salt. And that just means, I think that there's no iodine in there. Don't quote me on that. Just read that somewhere. What's next?
1 cup of water.
Use filtered water. Reverse osmosis.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we got a half cup of butter, 4 eggs, whole, 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of...
Quarter teaspoon.
Oh, this is 1/4 teaspoon.
I wouldn't expect you to use a teaspoon and then have to use quarters from it.
1/4 teaspoon of salt. And a cup of water.
That, preheat the oven, 425.
425. Check. So in a large pot, we're gonna bring this water and this butter to a rolling boil. If you don't know what that is, just watch right here. So while we wait on that, usually this is where I would talk about reality TV. This week on 90 Day Fiancé, honestly, I didn't watch any. We caught up on the Bachelorette. Now, Jesus, you've never watched this beautiful cesspool of trash. This is an The Bachelorette is a whole nother level of reality trash. If you're unfamiliar with the concept, it's one person, roughly 30 candidates for dates. They all live in the same house. So it's like one guy and 30 ladies, or one female and 30 males. And they're all competing for the love and affection of this person that's been chosen by ABC to be the Bachelor or Bachelorette. This year, though, it started off the oldest Bachelorette that they had seen yet. Her name was Claire. And Claire reminded me of someone named Claire. They're on this resort in Palm Springs, California, La Quinta. There's this one guy, Dale, and her, they fall in love. Anyways, fast forward like into 3 weeks, we find out that Claire and Dale seeing each other yet still playing the game. And so we're just thinking, oh man, darn, the Bachelorette's over, what are we gonna do? They bring in a whole new Bachelorette for the guys that are left who are competing for this other girl, but now they have another girl that they're gonna compete for, and they think that they're gonna fall in love. Tayshia's her name. And then now they've been brought into another girl, so it really does make me question the validity of the show. But either way, my wife loves it. She makes me watch it, and that was this week's guilty pleasure. It was not a pleasure for me. All right, there we go. Oh.
Just says stir in flour and salt until the mixture forms a ball, which happens really quickly.
It does.
Yep. You charge it while it's going.
Break your egg into another bowl. Hit you. Boom. Now we just gotta add the cream. We're gonna do it live on television right now. Live on the tube. You don't need the directions. What you need is a recipe. Whisk it to death. They would bring their metal whisks from their homeland. Whisk stuff together. Just hold your whisk in your hand, your bowl. Make sure you don't drop that joker. Some people might whisk back and forth. I think this is incorrect. Above the equator, you want it to go clockwise, like the Coriolis effect. Take one of these jokers right here. Oh, this is just like perfect pocket. What your bag is there? You just cream puff. Oh,
What's on my head?
the mic. You gotta try this.
Okay, hold on.
Anyways, that's how to make these cream puffs. Whenever we do get back to normal and you get to take something to the holidays, and you're thinking, I don't want to take the same cream puffs. It's delicious. Happy holidays. I'm Clinton. This is Real Rural House Life. Real Rural House Life of Marquette County. We'll be back next year with a bunch of new videos because this actually was fun. So I hope you guys have found some inspiration throughout this. The Real Rural House Life, Marquette County. It's my band up there in the corner of the lost year. See you next year. Oh, this is good.
Say something. Say something.
Charlotte. Ice cream puffs too. We out.
We should put the recipe in the description box.
Yeah.